my papers have gone to the Schomburg. The Schomburg is the leading repository for African American studies and art, and so anything about African Americans and Africans in the diaspora that you really want to know, scholars will go to the Schomburg in Harlem. It is there, and so I wanted to put my papers there and make them available to anyone who wants to know what life was like between 1940s and 2010 that I knew about. And I'm happy that the papers are there. People live in direct relation to the heroes and sheroes they have, always and in all ways. And how we've lived and survived is heroic. And so it's important that people make sure that those records are kept. You see, sad to say, but during slavery, the slaves had no way of keeping the papers, the records, so that the quilts, interestingly enough, the quilts became very important because a slave who was about to be sold would cut off a piece of his shirt and a piece of his auntie's skirt and his mother's apron and then stitch it inside his own slave shirt. And when he got to wherever he was going, he gave that to somebody, and that was sewn into a quilt. So that became a piece of the story of the story that was told about the family. This is where Uncle so-and-so, Uncle Tommy, and Aunt Sarah, and cousin so-and-so. And this little piece of cloth showed that this is Mama Helen. And so everything is important, just to be able to remember and be told that we didn't come from the ground like grass. We came from the ground like trees, and we have roots. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, caller.
Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain, I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the hope and the dream of the slave, and so I rise.
Maya Angelou. I mean, how many times has that voice gotten you through?